Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Hilary and today I will be starting the June vlog. So as you see, I'm in a hotel room in Tallinn. I will be flying to Amsterdam for a week of yearly meetings for my organization I'm working for, and that's about it. So I will probably take you with me to the trip. For the June reading, I haven't started anything, although today I did start A Misrule by Heather Walters. This is the second book in the Malice duology, and I'll sit here. I am having the same problem that I had with Malice, and that is there are all things there that I should like, but I'm not enjoying it. I don't find it captivating enough. We'll see. I think I was about 3 hours in to the audiobook, so we'll see, and I'll keep you in touch. So today I traveled to Tallinn, and sorry, I don't have a tripod or anything, so I'm holding my hand phone. And I was traveling to Tallinn. I did a course in one of the Tallinn universities, and now I'm in a hotel next to the airport, and I will be going to the airport in 5 a.m., 6:30, something like that. And we'll see how I am getting back, because Amsterdam airport is really fucked. But I'll try to upload today the first half of May's vlog. Maybe I can edit it also, I don't know yet. Maybe I can edit it at some other night. I have the Bookopoly, and maybe I am putting that together with the rest of my end of May vlog. We'll see. Things are not going great with reading, but hopefully it should get better. I think most of my things will be, the high priority ones will be almost done with this week. I have one more big presentation, and after that I will start with my summer to-dos, like compiling courses and coming up with the material and so on. And hopefully the weather will get warm also. Today is surprisingly warm outside, and we can go to the beach and travel around Estonia. But I think that's about it for now. I am filming maybe a couple of clips here and there also. I don't have a lot of time to chill around in Amsterdam, but I'll do my best, and I do want to visit Waterstones. Probably Friday evening, maybe not, hopefully Friday evening. That is one thing on my to-do list. But also, all the shops close so early in Amsterdam, and I'm most days at conferences, so we'll see how that goes. But I do want to visit Dunkin' Donuts also, so hopefully I can get some clips, and I'll show you what I have bought also at some point. But I'll see you soon. Hi, so I'm back from my trip. I didn't film a lot because honestly I was really tired from traveling and also socializing so much with people, and I had so long days, like up from like 9 a.m. to around 10-11 p.m. Most days I did get a tiny bit shopping. In the meantime, the weather was mostly okay, a little bit windy, a little bit cold, but at least I didn't get rain any of the days. And when I was leaving, there was also the public transport workers strike and construction on the railway, so I had to figure out how to get to the airport. Otherwise, in the airport, the lines went fairly quickly. I had no problems anywhere, so that was fun. I did visit my first Starbucks and got some Starbucks mugs. I also, since my husband is in Vienna, I made him go to Starbucks. He got his first Starbucks drink also, and also got me a Vienna mug. I did visit the American bookstore or something like that, called that Pris Reads, I think it's something along those lines. Recommended. Honestly, it had a really good selection, but I was looking on special edition books or books that are fairly cheap. However, most of the things were quite expensive, even more expensive than the hardbacks. the English hardbacks are in my country. I also visit the Waterstones, and I didn't find any interesting special editions also, but I do books, both from Waterstones. So first one is The Lies of Lamara, because I want to start this at some point. So fun. And then I normally don't buy books that are horror or crime or mystery thriller. I barely read these, but I also don't buy them because I don't think I will be like want to reread them. But I found this book Echo by Thomas Olde Hovet, and I think it's an Herit. Yes, he's a Dutch author, and he got famous. He has written a lot of stories and books, but he got famous for his novella, I think, called Hex. So I saw this one and I decided to buy it. This should be about, it's one thing to lose your life, it's another to lose your soul. It should be two people on a mountain and something happens. He remembers everything, but he's also being quite quiet about it, I think. Didn't read much of it. Unique blend of popular culture and fairy tale myth that is utterly unique. So I actually am going to start reading this. I did read Misrule, audiobooking it mostly during the plane ride and the bus ride, and I haven't even, I don't know if you can see him, we have a visitor. I thought very similar to the, what was it called? Malice. However, it was even a little bit more boring because it was a lot of, we're talking about the situation, but no action is happening. So, but I'm happy I finished it. I definitely, if you want to read an interesting version of a Sleeping Beauty story, then that might fit your preference, because in my opinion, there aren't very good Sleeping Beauty retellings. So yes, I will be starting with this one. I have no idea how I'm doing for whatever term. I'm just trying to read some books and look how I'm doing at the end of the month. I don't know how well you can see my redness. I got back on Saturday, and then I decided, since I'm home alone, I went to visit my family in my country home, and I was just chilling around in the sun. I know usually the first sun I'm taking, sunbathing or being a long time outside, I have to be really careful, because I usually, if I take it too long, I get like, I don't know what degree burns, and I get blisters, and that's a whole thing. So I have to be really careful, especially with the first sun of the season. Luckily, I didn't get anything, but I have lots of redness everywhere. I did put sun cream on, and also like moisturizing and cooling creams and everything else, and aloe cream. So this is just, my back was really red also, it usually is, but I got it fixed, and this should go away also soon. Tomorrow will be a busy day at work, and then also tomorrow, really late evening, my husband comes home, so I'm really excited. He told me he's gonna bring me a lot of chocolates. I also did buy Tony's chocolate that is recommended by the UK booktubers. I've seen them eating it a lot, and it was delicious. I took the chocolate chip cookie one and the raspberry with the a white raspberry chocolate. And then I got the milk chocolate and a dark chocolate for me and my husband, so we're gonna try it out later. But I think this is about it. I'll try to read this really fast. Hopefully it's good and interesting. I think maybe this should be a thing that when I'm traveling for work or otherwise, I should buy that country's authors translated work, like just picking something up randomly, or maybe I know it already. I think it would be a really nice way to discover new authors. So I started Echo by Thomas Hugelt, and I'm quite intrigued. I'm 25 pages in, and I think I'll keep the most spoilers up to this point. So it's like 24 pages in, and I won't be spoiling too much. So it is divided into really big chapters, and each of the chapter has like sub chapters. It took me quite long to figure this whole thing out. So we had the first chapter, and honestly, it was so wonderfully creepy that it got my heart rate beating quite fast. And right now I'm in chapter 2, somewhere midpoint, and I was so confused. I went reread a lot of sections to figure everything out. So the first chapter is in the point of view of Julia, who is alone up in the mountains in a cabin, and she's waiting for her father to arrive, a brother called Sam, and there is also somebody called Nick that is somewhere and they can't reach him, and then something happens to Julia. And then the next chapters, chapter 2, where I'm in the middle of, is we don't know whose point of view, but basically we have found Nick, who was rock climbing with a friend. The friend is disappeared and presumed dead, and Nick has got a lot of injuries and was in a coma and is hospital right now, and the point of view is from the Nick's significant other. And at quarter to the chapter in, we find out that it's Sam. So I don't know why in the first chapter I thought that Julia was Nick's significant other, and it confused me so much. So I went back to the first chapter and I didn't see any references. Maybe it was just a feeling that how much Julia was worried about Nick, that I figured that they are dating. I'm not sure anymore. But it took me a long while to figure out the things because they don't say it explicitly. And honestly, after reading the first chapter, I thought it was such brilliantly written and also translated. I really loved it. What a little bit bothers me, but it bothers me in most books, is all the our world references to different movies, literature, and so on. But at least right now, it doesn't bother me that much. We'll see. Although I think the chapter 1 was like so much superior to the chapter 2, but we'll see where it goes. And at least I'm intrigued. I have some time today before my husband arrives. It's 7:30, and my husband should arrive a little bit before midnight to my hometown, and I'll pick him up. So I have all that time to read. I also a little bit cleaned, so I'm all set for reading, and we'll see how far I'll reach this book. Hi, so it's a lot of days later, and I'm here to finish off the vlog, and I finished Echo by Thomas Hugelt, and I enjoyed it quite a lot. I'm sorry also for my look, it's really, really hot outside. But, so this is a book about two persons. We get both of their point of views mostly, and one of them went mountain climbing with a friend. The friend died and he got injured. Basically, the face was disfigured and he was rescued from the mountain. And strange things are happening around him. So we have sometimes his point of view, mainly dealing with some of the snippets from this timeline, but also we get his story from the mountain, what happened. Another point of view is his boyfriend Sam, that we get mostly his point of views, and how he's dealing with boyfriend's disfigurations, and also all the weird things that are happening, and also there are things from his past that do resurface and are somehow a little bit connected with it. So what I say about this, it's one of the first horror novels that I read. I think it's a horror. And the first chapter, or kind of like, was it prequel or something, that is basically almost the last scene, was really terrifying and intriguing, and it got my heartbeat quite up. But that didn't happen the rest of the book. I did get a tiny bit confused at the beginning about whose point of view we are reading about, and there were some, I think, inconsistencies going through, because for example, we are mentioned Sam's sister, Julia, and at some point I think there were talk that Sam is older brother, but somewhere throughout the book Julia calls him younger brother, and there were a couple of other things that I got really confused about what is happening, and going back especially about the first scene, and also about what happened in the Sam's past, because basically there was a fire in the cabin where they were staying with their grandparents. We get that really early on, and we get different talks whether just 3 of them went down the mountain, it was 4 of them, did the grandfather survive, didn't, was there a grandmother? So that really confused me. I don't know whether it was intentional or not. Also, the ending was could have been a more creepier and maybe open ending. I would have enjoyed, especially for horror, but otherwise, honestly, I enjoyed it quite a lot, and I don't regret buying it. But this is where I'm gonna keep this vlog, and I'll start right away the second half of June vlog soon. So thank you for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this weird vlogs I'm doing right now, and bye.